I welcome you back to the show again as we cover another story here that I came across this weekend. Before, when I took my break in between shows, y'all, the thin line, one of those thin line between love and hate clips came up. But after she came and threw the brick through my boy Martin through the car, Mama come out there. God, Mama had me rolling. So I was like, all right now, heifer. I said, boy, man, that was a good little laugh, man. I love those movies for sure. So once again, tell me about your weekend down here in the comments. And once let's get straight into it with the San Antonio airport worker dies after being ingested something too. An airplane engine and apparent freak accident, which is really not that freak because it happens more than I think that most people know. A Delta flight arriving from Los Angeles was taxied to the gate, well, which in taxi is the slowdown of a plane on the runway when the employee was sucked into the engine. The NTSB said, all right, and this is by Dohan Medini and Austin Mullen. The worker who has not been identified was sucked into the plane at 10:25 p.m. Friday night. And they it's unclear how the employee was sucked into the engine. They got too close to the motherfucking engine, which like, come on, all right, what was the point of writing that? It's unsure. Y'all want to be more specific? I get it. Get us the point, get us the report later on. But obviously, they got too close to the engine that was still on because taxing, as I looked up, is don't. That doesn't mean the engine off. It just means the plane is going real slow, and that happens either when it's starting up to get out of there, and when it hit the ground. The employee was a ramp worker. Yeah, it was a ramp worker. San Antonio Emporio Airport has also confirmed the death on Friday, saying they're deeply saddened by what happened. Delta said in a statement Sunday that it was heartbroken. Our hearts in full support with the family, friends, and loved ones during this difficult time. So where's the it's too early. It's too early into it, but it'll definitely probably be GoFundMe, just like I talked about in similar scenarios in relation to this right here, because I wanted to also. I said I was like, let me see if this has happened in other places too. So that was with Delta. Also, American Airlines, just to show you like what happens after all of that stuff. They got a subsidiary 15K, basically a little fine after a worker gets sucked into a plane. Another situation, Courtney Edwards, she was 34, rest in peace to her, died December 31st at Montgomery Regional Airport. This is by Landon Mion. And basically in this situation, the airline got fined $15,000 for what happened to the young lady. The young lady, they are saying that there were two meetings gave about safety before they went out there to the actual to the ramp what a flight. Let's see, a flight 3408 after it had just landed, and then she was sucked into the engine, and she did not survive. Okay, make sure, yeah, rest in peace to her. As I'm looking at another story just about how these things happen, and they're saying that they didn't they got the fine because the employee did not furnish enough information to them about the hazards. But then they also spoke with the team lead members down there that said that they had two meetings that morning about what to do in these kind of in these kind of scenarios. So it's very, I don't know if they really should have got the fine. Really, unfortunately, like I said, and then just like the question earlier, how did somebody get sucked into the engine because they got too close to that motherfucker? I don't know how often they go out there and deal with it when that engine is still taxing, but that is not an uncommon situation. People get sucked into these engines, and people are honestly, I think they're getting too close to these engines, and any type of oof and pull will get you, what I'm saying, will get you out of here and cost you your life. So it's like rest in peace to that young lady's family. They raised over 122,000 for her since she lost her life to handle the expenses of her life and help take care of her children. I believe that she had children. She probably just ready to get up out of there and try to get up out of there this happened, trying to get up out of the end of the night, and then something unfortunate just happened to her. So let me know y'all thoughts on the story. Somebody in San Antonio was sucked into a plane, lost their life. In another scenario, someone was sucked into the side of a plane, lost their life. So it's more than one instance where people are being sucked in the engines. Like, do you guys think like is people not being careful enough, or are you saying that they're not enough precautions being given from your own experience? If you got any experience when it comes to airplanes and flying or working in airports, so you let me know your thoughts below. It's the N.y.a show, and I appreciate y'all as always.